"Dear Lord," she said, "I'm tired. I'm giving up because you don't seem to listen when I pray. So just do what you want, take over and just have your way." It took less than 60 seconds to realize that this was the key to her success. The Our Father prayer finally started to make some sense. She prayed for God's will to be done in Jonathan's life, hers and her daughter's too. She repented and surrendered. She didn't know what else to do. You see, her prayer allowed God's will to come to pass. It took a while because the Lord had work to do. First, Jesus reached out to Jonathan to help him because of all the stuff he'd been through. Even though they started a family, God had to heal Jonathan's heart so he could be the man God needed. Back then he couldn't stay with Tamara even if he wanted to, even if she begged and pleaded. You see, Jonathan was insecure and afraid, and he didn't know how to love or be a dad. He had foster parents who didn't know how to handle him, so throughout life he was labelled as bad. To cut a long story short, Tamara and Jonathan are now as happy as can be. And this is all because God had his way. They are now the Davis family. You see, it wasn't a loud, painful child support war. And it wasn't punching or fighting, or slamming doors. It wasn't a loud, argumentative fight every time they'd meet. And it definitely wasn't dirty looks from across the street. They didn't try to get their points across by pinning one another down to the floor. It was her prayer that opened the door. You see, bad mistakes, broken families and relationships are not always the stuff we can fight on our own. We can talk to all of the psychologists, we have money to pay for, we can speak for hours to our best friends on the phone. We can argue back and forth, day and night. We can scream and shout until we both lose the fight. We can try and make people change with our own strength and might. We can punch and kick until we see daylight. But God is the only one who can win these fights. But our battle isn't against flesh and blood, it's against the demonic stuff we just can't see, which manifests in the people around us. It's the stuff like unforgiveness, unfaithfulness, bitterness, and jealousy. But the battle isn't yours. Your battle is fought by the Lord. God said he wants to do a new thing in your life, so you can't keep running with the same old, same old. Give God just 60 seconds of your time. Ask him to let his will be done in your situation. And when you get up off your knees, leave behind all of your pain, sadness, and frustration. So use your 60 seconds wisely. What have you got to lose? Ask the Lord to let his will be done. It's time for you to allow God to pick and choose. I know the reasoning behind this story may sound odd. After all, we don't have all of the answers. Only he knows best. Because he's God.